Hello everyone, I'm going to show you in this video the choices that we have made for my son's independent reading for second grade starting in the fall coming up here. And you might notice that they are the emerging readers from the Heart of Dakota. Well, I guess it's in a couple different programs, but it's the Heart of Dakota list for emerging readers. But there are some differences. There are some things we're not including, and there's some things that we're going to substitute in. I'll get to that at the end. But I just wanted to walk through these books with you and let you see inside them so that you can see the amount of text per page, the size of the font, the difficulty of the vocabulary, all of that sort of thing, to help you decide, at what point maybe you want to start off in this list, or if your child is ready to begin this list now. That would have been really helpful to me when we started out, because as it turns out, I think we probably could have done this list, started it last year. We may not have finished it last year. We might be, picking it up this year, but I know we could have started this list last year for sure. So I'm just going to walk through the books kind of in the order that they basically go. I had them in the order, but then I think my kids got to them because they were excited to see books. So they may not be in the exact order, but you can see that on Heart of Dakota's website to know what order the books go in. So this is the very first book after the Easy Reader Bibles that they offer. Now, we actually are not starting with the Easy Reader Bible because my son's already reading his real Bible, like the real version. So we didn't feel the need to start with that. For literature time, we're just going to have him read his real Bible during our Bible study time together. So we are not doing that first. So that takes away the first 10 weeks, I think, of the schedule. So we already have a huge chunk of time to fill in there. But the first book that we will start with is Owl at Home. And this is one of the books I know we could have done last year. He might have even been able to do this in kindergarten, to be honest, but he loved his kindergarten readers, so he probably wouldn't have wanted to switch out of those anyway. This just gives you an idea of the amount of text per page. There's a picture or two on every page, and this is 60 pages long. Then you move up to a couple of the Frog and Toad books. Now, this one here is Frog and Toad Together. I believe it's Frog and Toad All Year and Frog and Toad Are Friends, I believe, but they're pretty much all the same as far as difficulty level. This is the amount of text per page, so it's a little bit more than Owl at Home, but we still have the pictures and the larger font and the spacing between the lines to help you see the reading level. Excuse me. All right, Amelia Bedelia. My daughter wanted this book. She's 3, and she wanted this for her own. She did not want me to take this up here to do a video. She wanted to keep the Amelia Bedelia book. I like that this is in color. Very exciting. Again, about 60 pages of this. This is kind of neat. Practice reading some cursive writing. I thought that was interesting. And just all the way through, lots of color. Then we have Buffalo Bill and the Pony Express. And again, the reason that I'm starting off with Owl at Home, even though it's way below my son's reading level, is because they start to work on things like fluency, reading speed, comprehension, and all of that. With the schedule of what to read each day, there comes 3 questions that you can ask your child, and they're all different types of questions. Some are analytical, some are interpretive, some are literal, all to build reading comprehension. And they made the point in a blog post or something like that, that you don't want to have your child read at their top level for actual reading instruction time, because working on those other skills requires brain power too. And if they're using all their work to decode and read the words and try and understand, it's not as productive of a time. A lot of that mental effort goes to actually reading the words. And when we're trying to develop skills like comprehension and fluency, we want the energy to go to that. So picking a book that's maybe just a little bit below their reading level kind of helps foster that. So I thought that was interesting, and it kind of helped me understand why I should start with Owl at Home. So this actually, this one might be before Buffalo Bill, because the font got bigger. So I think this one might be before Buffalo Bill. But this is Wagon Wheels. And again, we've got the start of some longer pages of text showing up here, but still lots of pictures and that wide spacing between the lines. Now the font starts to get smaller. Oh, I'm sorry, this is First Light. The font starts to get smaller, but we still have pictures on every page, and we still have the wider spacing between the lines, but the font is getting just a little bit more small to allow for more text per page. Now this one, actually, I think, as far as text and pictures and all that, I think this is has the least amount in it. This has a picture like this is Tornado. This has a picture like every 4 to 5 pages. So we actually have this starting now when you get to Tornado, where they're actually looking and there's no picture at all. And then every 4 to 5 pages there's a picture. So I'll let you see kind of the reading level here. And the last 2 books, The Bears of Hemlock Mountain and The Corsair Noble, these actually aren't the exact books that they recommend. I mean, they're the books, but different publishers. So I don't know in the books that are actually recommended on Heart of Dakota's website if the text and the presence of pictures, I don't know if that's the same. But this is what my library had, and I got these out so that I could look at the reading level and the amount of text per page and all that to just kind of see if the emerging readers would be a good fit for my son this year. So I got these out for this purpose, and I just thought I'd share it with you in case some of you were trying to make that decision too. And The Courage of Sarah Noble. This actually has more pictures. This has a picture, I think, on every page just about. But that's like the reading level. And they're not the bright Amelia Bedelia pictures. They're just the 3-tone with 3 colors there. But we do have sections where there's no pictures too. But I just think that the transition, the progression is really subtle, and I think it was just very well done. So I wanted to show you inside to help you, and then I want to let you know what we're going to do to kind of supplement. So we, like I said, are starting about week 10 or 11 into the list, the schedule. It is a 34-week schedule to fit a whole school year's worth of independent reading. But like I said, we're not doing the Bibles at the beginning, and that takes up a 10-week period of scheduled reading. So we are definitely going to finish this before the end of the school year. Also, we have not included the Prairie School book or the Animal Adventures book. The reason for that is I wanted to open up some opportunity for my son to choose some books to read himself. So us together picking some books at the right level for where we're at in the schedule, things that maybe would fit his interests. I know there are some of these books he's really going to like, and some he probably wouldn't have picked to read, but that's okay. We've got to learn to do things that we don't want to do, right? That's a good life skill. So we will still have him do these, but I did want to let him pick some too. So we, I think between not doing the Bibles and then pulling out those 2 books, we've opened up a lot of opportunity for him to make some choices too. The other thing you'll notice that's not in this list that I showed you here is the Christian Liberty Nature Reader. Now that's scheduled kind of midway through, or maybe towards the end a little bit of the list. Now we decided not to read that during literature time, during his independent reading, but we are going to use it when we head outside for nature study. So when we go out there, he'll read it there. So he'll still probably read it, but just not during our independent reading time. So that's it. That's what we're doing for our literature our literature independent reading. And I thought this might be helpful to you to see inside. I hope it was. If you have any questions, please let me know. If there are other things that you'd like to know about the Emerging Readers list, you can head over to Heart of Dakota's website or leave a question in the comments below, and I'll help you as I can. But just take note, I won't take pictures of things in the guide that aren't already on the website, just out of respect to the company and their copyright law. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.